Now, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. So let's get into it. What's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess. Okay, and we are here to talk about a couple of things today. We're here to talk about a couple of things. You already know I always try to give y'all some afternoon gossip. If not every day, every other day. You know, I try to give it to y'all the best way that I can, honey. Yes, indeed I do. Okay. Now, before we get into the tea, we got a couple of things that we need to talk about first. Okay. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, I've talked about this on a couple of videos already. It's the fact that Boys Night Out will be basically we'll be moving to Saturday nights. Okay. Starting next week, because that's when our next show is. Next week we'll be moving to Saturdays around 8 to 7. Well, 8, 7 Central. That's the time that we're banking for at this moment, because Fridays RuPaul's Drag Race come on. Jamar and Maddie cover that show, and they have a whole panel about that show. So it'll be best for us to move the show to Saturday nights, but just a little bit earlier. But it's only going to be for a limited time. It's not going to be every Saturday for the rest of the time we're doing Boys Night Out, but it would definitely be on Saturdays for the time being. Okay, so yes, Boys Night Out would be moving to Saturdays for a limited time starting next week. Okay, also coming up tonight is the roaster review with me, Josiah, and Terrence, and it will be on Josiah's World TV's channel this time around. As you guys already know, we rotate this panel around. And this time it's on Josiah's channel, and it will be at 9:30, 8:30 Central Time. So be sure to tune in to Josiah's channel so y'all can see the three of us go in about this week's episode of Portia's Family Matters. And you may be catching me on Alex Salter TV's panel for Portia Family Matters this week as well, because even though me and Terrence do do this panel with Josiah, we still go over to Alex's channel with Make It Make Sense and do their panel as well. So we pretty much talk about Portia for maybe 3-4 times out of the week, child. That's pretty much what we do. Now, before we get into the mess, I want to send a special shout out to Dottie Peoples, aka Miss Wanda. She gave me a shout out earlier today. If you don't know nothing about it, I posted it on my Instagram and on my Twitter. So if you want to see it, you can. She said that she watches my videos all the time, and I appreciate it, y'all. But don't get it twisted now, y'all. Just because I'm thanking her for this, that don't mean that she will not get dragged anymore. Because guess what? She will, if need be. Don't think I'm gonna be jaded because folks watching my videos. Now I'm gonna keep it all the way real. Now y'all already know that, right? Okay, you know that. All right. So shout outs to Miss Wanda. Glad that you're enjoying the content. So now we're about to get into the first story on Yes for the Mess, and the first story is surrounded by Young Dolph. Okay, now as you guys already know, Young Dolph was assassinated not last month anymore. It was back in November. Two people, he was shot at by two people at a cookie store. But now they say that both of the men that's wanted for his death is now in custody. Now this article comes from the jasminebrand.com, of course, and y'all about to get to this tea. Let me go off camera so I can read the article to y'all, and that's just what it is. Okay, so here we go. All right. Now, there are some new developments that have been released about Young Dolph's case, okay? According to reports, both of the gunmen that are wanted for the death of the Memphis rapper are now in custody. Today, January the 11th, the U.S. Marshal said that one of the suspects are 23-year-old Justin Johnson, captured in Indiana. Okay, according to the Shelby County District Attorney's Office, the second suspected gunman, Cornelius Smith, was also arrested and charged with first-degree for the young Dolph's death, okay? The U.S. Marshal Service believed that Johnson, who goes by the rap name Straight Drop, was one of the two people who opened fire on young Dolph on November the 17th, 2021. Johnson was also was arrested for a triple shooting in 2017. Johnson faces charges for a first-degree M and theft of property between $10,000 to $60,000. He also has an outstanding warrant for violation of federal release related to a weapons conviction. Now, Cornelius Smith, who is age 32, is also charged with the first degree M, along with attempted first degree M, unlawfully carrying or possessing a weapon, employment of a firearm with the intent to commit a felony, and theft, this tongue, of property between $10,000 and $60,000. Smith was arrested on December the 9th in South Haven in an auto theft warrant involving the white Mercedes-Benz vehicle used in young Dolph's death. No additional details about the case have been released, okay? So that's pretty much the gist of the situation. They have the two people that are suspected to be a part and have something to do with the death of young Dolph, and that's just what it is, child. All I can say about that is, what's done in the dark is going to come to light, and I really want to know what the motive of this was. That's what I want to know. I want to know what the motive of this was, because at the end of the day, the boy Justin, that was also in the picture. Let me put the picture back up again. The one that's to the right, he was actually on a picture with young Dolph. Okay, so he obviously had some type of rapport with young Dolph or something like that. So I don't know. But like I said, if he was on the picture with this man, he obviously had some type of rapport with him. And that's all I'm going to say on that, because like I said before, sometimes it be your home team, sometimes it be the people that be in your crew. It could be anybody that could be a part of your demise, because some people secretly want what you got. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that that's what the basis is with this situation, but what I'm saying is that's the way it looks. So all I got to say is, hopefully this eased the minds of the fans of young Dolph as well as the family of young Dolph, because I really hope that people are able to get justice. No, justice won't bring young Dolph back, but it will bring you peace of mind, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to young Dolph, and I hope that you get the justice that you deserve. Okay, now next up on this list is LisaRaye and Ari Fletcher. Okay, now apparently, she was discussed on Cocktails with Queens, which is a show that features not only LisaRaye, but Claudia Jordan, Vivica Fox, and Selena Johnson. Okay, and apparently, as you guys already know, Ari Fletcher been making headlines, child, after she made some stupid remarks about domestic violence. And now that she's made those type of remarks, it's been rumored that she has been dropped from being an ambassador for Savage Fenty. As you guys already know, that's Rihanna's business. And this was discussed on today's episode of Cocktails with Queens. Now I have the not the article, I have the audio here, and there it is right there with my Bluetooth speaker. That's why my phone going out. But I have the audio here where LisaRaye rips her into shreds, child. When I say she ripped her up, she ate her up, honey. So just listen to what LisaRaye got to say, and then we're going to come back on the screen and we're going to dissect it and move on to the next topic, okay? So let me go off camera so you can hear this, and let me put the picture back up, okay? So let me go to my handy-dandy phone and get this audio, honey, and my Bluetooth speaker is already here, so y'all about to hear it real good, okay? So where is it at? Okay, there you go. So here you go.
Shout out to Rihanna for standing up and being an example of a woman of her word and making sure that her brand is not tarnished with any foolishness. Because here's the thing, these younger girls are looking up to these influencers and these social media girls. And so if you know that, you have an obligation. See, that's the difference between a social media influence and a real celebrity and star. There is a difference.
Yes, because we have morality clauses.
Absolutely. You have to work your way up to that stardom so you know what level that you're stepping into, because it's levels to this. It's respectable. People respect you. Now, you can have your opinion, But even when you have your opinion, you got to wait till you get to a certain level to be able to be heard, because we've seen the history of your words and why you saying what you've been saying. She was out of line, out of place. She was in. Shout out.
Okay, so that's pretty much it from what LisaRaye had to say about Ari Fletcher. That's it. Now let me come back on camera real quick so we can discuss it real quick, okay? That's what we got to do right now, okay? Now let me tell y'all something. I know a lot of y'all don't really care for LisaRaye like that, and half the time I don't care for her or her attitude or her badass acting, okay? That's what I gotta say about that. But one thing about it, and two things for sure, she had a whole point when it came down to this, and I don't care what nobody says, she had a point. She really did have a point. What I don't understand is this right here. I don't even know why Ari Fletcher is even famous. I'm still trying to understand why she's even famous. She's somebody's girlfriend. She's a rapper's girlfriend, and she be in the news more than the real celebrities, more than the real people with real talent. Why is she famous? That's the part that I be trying to understand. Why is she famous anyway, and why have we made her famous? Why are people like me that get paid to talk about the news is even talking about this hood rat? That's all I'm saying. She deserved to lose her job for those stupid remarks, and this is the reason why I'm saying that. I'm going to tell y'all why I feel like this, okay? Being that Rihanna is a victim, well, a survivor rather, of domestic violence, and you are her ambassador, why would you be in the public making jokes about domestic violence in the first place when the person that you're supposed to represent went through domestic violence? That's stupid. And you're fumbling your own bag by not being informed and not reading the room. But again, you are a dummy. You're a dummy. And if you really got dropped from their brand, you deserve it. And I'm happy about it. I deserve. That's how I feel. Because just like LisaRaye said, because she made a point, and she don't make points all the time, but she made a point, and her point was, you know, these girls are looking up to you. You know, these girls be sitting up here going by everything that you say and do, and you gonna go out and make a joke about domestic violence. That's the last thing that you need to make a joke about. And the fact that you're representing a brand of a woman that was once involved in a domestic violence relationship, you're going to say that? That's highly insensitive, out of pocket, out of whack, just stupid and dumb and just bad to be saying. Period, point blank, okay? That's just how I feel about it. But like I said, I never understood why Ari Fletcher is even famous. For what? Why is she famous? Why is she even newsworthy these days? You can, like, girl, really? I don't get it, girl. She always on these urban blogs all the time. And we always talking about her. Always. It gives me a cute coin, but it's at the same time, it's like, girl, why am I even talking about you? Like, you are just, why am I talking about you again? Like, that's really what I be saying to myself, honestly. That's really what I be saying. Like, why am I even talking about you? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Because she really don't do anything for me to be talking about. But get on social media and act a fool and say dumb stuff like what she said, and she possibly lost her job over that. But like I said, if she lost her job over it, good for her. Because you got to have some sense. Really, you do got to have some sense. You do know that you're stepping into a situation where you do have to watch your words at times, not all the time, but at times. There's some things that are just not acceptable. And my thing about this is, if you're representing the brand of a woman that was once involved with domestic violence, then you should never go in the public and make jokes about domestic violence. I mean, that's just law. That's just straight up law to me. That's how I feel about it. So it is what it is, and I agree with everything LisaRaye had to say in regards to Ari Fletcher. She read her down the way she needed to be read, and that's just that on that. I don't care what nobody got to say about it, honey. She read her down. She read her down, and that's all that really matters at this point. Really? All right. So next up, We got Love and Marriage Huntsville's Melody S. Holt and Destiny Payton Williams. Okay, now you already know that we've been talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville for quite some time since it's ended. It's been a hot topic on our tongues for some time for the last few weeks. Okay, we still talking about it, and this last part of this reunion was every bit of 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we still talking about these hoes. Okay, we still talking about it. However, there's obviously some drama going on between Melody Holt and Destiny Payton Williams. And according to Miss Wanda, they're about to start filming in about 2 or 3 weeks for the new season. That's what Miss Wanda said. So apparently they were shading each other on Instagram. Okay, Mel and Destiny were shading each other on Instagram. And we're about to get into what the shade was. Okay, so we finna start it off with this right here. So this is what it was, honey. Okay, so Destiny posted this. It's basically a quote, and it says, "Sisterhood is more than pretty pics and brunches with mimosas. It's laughter, it's tears, it's prayer, it's transition, it's grief, it's celebration, it's adjustment, it's marriage, it's divorce, it's children, it's moving states, it's vulnerability, it's hard conversations, it's easy conversations, it's distance, it's closeness. Sisterhood is more than aesthetics. It's real life community, woman to woman." Destiny posted that, and the reason why people took that as shade is because you know that Melody got a group called Mimosas with Melody. So, that's a little bit of shade, honey. So after Destiny posted that, Melody responded with, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." Okay, and then she went on to say, "A friend to your enemy is a foe to you." Okay, so that's what was being said between Melody and Destiny. Now, listen, y'all already know that throughout this entire time, Melody and Destiny have had a lot of tension between them, especially during this last season of the show. They've had a lot of tension between them. Melody felt like Destiny wasn't, sharing anything with her. Destiny felt like Melody wasn't necessarily defending her or having her back when it came down to Tiffany. And I absolutely agree with Destiny because Melody wasn't having her back, and all Melody was concerned with was Tiffany. That's all the hell she was concerned with. And I ain't finna argue with none of y'all about that. That's the truth. Okay, now listen, I know we've been dragging Ariana Curry for like 2 weeks now, and I get it. Trust me, I'm still gonna drag her if she needs to be drugged. But I don't like Melody either, so I'm an equal opportunity drag over here. Like if a person need to be dragged, they need to be dragged. I don't care who it is. And I know that a lot of us are team Melody when it comes down to everything dealing with Martell and Ariana. But when it comes down to Melody and Destiny, I'm always team Destiny because I feel like Melody was treating her like straight up crap this entire time. And on top of that, when she say a friend to your enemy is now your foe, I feel like she's talking about the situation with um Martell. Because we already know that Destiny was Martell's friend first. We already know that, right? We know this. So I think that that's what she's referring to. So it's like, okay, so now you mad because this girl's still friends with Martell. But this is why you should not. I don't know. It's a sticky situation to be in because it's like, girl, we all grown. And regardless of anything, she was friends with Martell first before you even came along. So of course she's going to continue her relationship with him regardless of what happened between y'all two, because it really ain't got nothing to do with her. But at the same time, she's still friends with you because, y'all are girlfriends. And, y'all supposed to be there through thick and thin and there for anything. That's what y'all supposed to be down for. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I feel like Melody has not been a friend to Destiny. And I know some of y'all might be mad about it, but I'm just being real. I don't feel like she has been a real friend to Destiny at all. But then again, Melody feel like Destiny ain't been no real friend to her. So both of this is a conversation that they both need to have with one another. That's what I think. And taking it to social media really ain't the right way to go. Like I never agree with friends bringing a friendship dramas to Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all of that other stuff. Whenever I got an issue with a friend, baby, I call them up. Okay, I calls them up. I don't have time to be playing that crazy mess with nobody. Period. If we got a problem, baby, we need to talk. I'm not gonna play this game. Period. Okay, at all. So that's pretty much it with Melody and Destiny. So that's all we're gonna say about that. So we're gonna go on to the last story of the day, and this is the story with Trey Songz and Dylan Gonzalez. Now, This comes from the Jasmine brand as well, and Dylan called Trey Songz the R word on New Year's Eve. She most definitely did, and now she's coming out saying that he R'd her. Okay, so this comes from the Jasmine brand because they got the original story. They got update number 1 and update number 2 because Trey Songz has come out and said that it was all a lie. It was all a lie. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna refresh our memory and we're gonna start out with the very original story that came out of December on December the 31st, because I actually reported on this story right here on Yes for the Mess. I actually did. If you want to, if you don't want to go back to the video that I posted about it, then y'all can just sit here real tight, okay? Because I'm about to read that article to y'all as well, okay? Because they got each story. So let's get into it. So the first story came from December the 31st, 2021, where Trey Songz was trending on social media after a series of allegations went viral, okay? Now, early this morning, Dylan called him an R on Twitter. The former UNLV basketball player who, along with her twin sister, left the team to pursue music, wrote, Trey Songz is a R. Lord forgive me, I couldn't hold that in another year. See you in 2022. Now, Trey made headlines earlier this month when he was accused of SAing a woman at a Miami nightclub on New Year's Day in 2018. The 37-year-old singer has yet to respond, and Dylan has yet to provide more details about her allegations. Now, that was the original story, okay? Now we're here for the first update, which was on January the 11th, 2022. Dylan has released an official statement clarifying her remarks about Trey Songz. In the statement posted on her social media, she claims that he R'd her at a Las Vegas hotel. She also sends her love, strength, and hope to all who are victims of his SA and its fatal nature. You are not alone. So this is what her post said. And I hate that I didn't get no picture of it to put on the screen, but this is what it said. It said, with what seems like an endless reoccurring news of alleged SAs committed by Trey Songz, I am forced to repeatedly relive in my mind and suffer anew the long suppressed horror and unbearable PTSD of my R by his very hands at a well-known Las Vegas hotel. I want to send my love, strength, and hope to all who are victims of SA in this fatal nature. You are not alone. I stand with you and I encourage all those who have suffered abuse to speak out and come forward. Suppressions of our voices only emboldens our oppressors, and you cannot heal what you do not reveal. At this time, I humbly request my privacy and consideration and compassion while I fully commit to pursue the best course of action and all of my legal options. Please direct all questions and inquiries to my attorney, George V. Beck, on Instagram or Twitter, or through the link in his bio. Okay. Now that was her statement. So the update number 2 comes from Trey Songz, who is denying the allegations that he R'd Dylan Gonzalez. A rep for the singer tells TMZ that Trey and his team are confident in the legal process and that there will be an abundance of exonerating information to come over the next few weeks. Dylan is said to be weighing her legal options, okay? So that was pretty much it. So now Dylan has basically confirmed that Trey Songz R'd her. And y'all know what R means. We try not to say, we can't say R because they'll demonetize us. We say the actual word, child. But yeah. So she has come out and said that he did that to her at a Las Vegas hotel. He has come out and said that he didn't. Like I said, it's really a slippery slope for me. I don't like to just go off what everybody has said and no proof, but it's just crazy that so many women have come out and said the same thing. It's one thing where you got one person saying it, but then you got another person saying it. And then, Keke Palmer had already made some allegations against him already, and nobody believed her. Nobody wanted to hear anything that she had to say about it. But then more women came forward, and now this woman has come forward. So I feel like this. I feel like there is some truth there. I don't know if it's 100% true, but I don't think that these people are completely lying on him, if you get what I mean. Like, there's some truth somewhere in these stories. Trey did something to these women, allegedly. I feel he did something to these women. Seriously. That's what I think. I know we don't know. I know we don't have all the facts, but that's just the way I think about it. I don't think that these women have any more reason to lie. And I was talking to a guy about it, and he was like, well, Trey Songz is attractive. He shouldn't, he don't have to, do that. There's women out there that's willing to throw it at him anytime he wants them to. And that is facts now. That is facts. Trey Songz is an attractive young man. He is. And he could get whatever woman that he wants. But sometimes because of his celebrity, because for some of these men, because of their celebrity, they feel like they can do whatever they want. So if they approach a woman for those actions, for sex, and she denies them and she says no to them, they're gonna feel like, well, bitch, I'm Trey Songz, or bitch, I'm R. Kelly, or bitch, I'm Jaquez, or bitch, I'm Tank. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you gonna tell me no? Like, I got money, I got this, I got that, and you gonna tell me no? Do you know how many other women will want to be in your spot? Egotistical stuff like that. But because of that, they will take what they want because of who they are. They feel like because of who they are, they can take whatever they want. Even if you said they can't have it, they can still have it if they want to. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it, honestly. That's how I see it. Now, God forbid these women are lying. If they lying, then I can take it all back. Period. I can take it back. But if they ain't lying, baby. Okay? That's all I'm saying. But what are your thoughts on this? What do you guys say about it? We're done with Yes for the Mess for the day. So be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. If you want to follow me on social media, my Twitter and my IG will be down below. I do follow back on IG, y'all. So if you want me to follow you back, all you got to do is hit up the DMs, honey, and hashtag Team Scotty, and I would definitely follow you back because that lets me know that you're a part of the team, honey. Okay? That lets me know that you're a part of the team, and I need to follow you back, honey. Okay. Now, with that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty. I am out of here until my next video. I will holla at you guys later. Thank you for watching. Peace out.